Yvonne, you still there?
I'm here.
How are you?
Tired.
Feeling a little more positive after our chat yesterday?
Yes.
Just lie and say yes.
Yeah, I'll say yes. Yes.
So dealing with some frustrations and headaches and some challenges with the business, but what you can do is focus on controlling the controllables, and what you can do is grow your business based on the way that your business is now. Yvonne's got an awesome business called Naughty Picnics. I'll just share it with people, just so you guys can get a bit of a sense, and then we'll have a super quick chat about the corporate market. Okay, how does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sharing it?
Yeah. So
cool.
Can you guys see that? So over in Western Australia on the Swan River, at the moment, Yvonne needs another boat. This is their current vessel, running a business with one boat. Has some logistical issues, like needs actually a jetty. It's going to make business a hell of a lot easier. Doesn't have that at the moment, so the boat's going in and out with every booking. Logistical challenges, getting the up level boat built, the logistical challenges, all kinds of stuff happening. But ultimately, I mean, what do you guys reckon? That's a pretty cool boat, isn't it? And it does serve itself really well for corporate groups. Okay, so that's. I just wanted to show you guys that. So I think I've always thought it's a really great corporate experience, and you've never had, you've never dived into the corporate market. You've never really tackled it, explored how you could grow it. For you, it's perfect because you're also running. Well, one of the things that Yvonne's done, or you've done in recent times, is just completely change your pricing structure. So you were crazy undervalued and underpriced. So now you're actually generating bookings with a pricing structure that is a lot more, profitable and a lot more enjoyable to you. That's one thing. But it's also there's a very heavy weighting towards weekends. Yeah.
It is. Everyone wants to go weekends. Yeah. Everyone works on weekdays. So
beside the corporate market, and the other thing that we're going to do next after that is we're going to focus in on the ITOs and start to build your business through the inbound markets. And the obvious ones to you are going to be like Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Europe, UK, that will have that first stop in Australia. Their point of their arrival point is going to be Perth. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So that's like a logical one. I've got a few good ITOs over there that are based in Perth that I'll have to hook you up with as well. So anyway, that's the next step, the corporate market, first of all. So basically where to start. All right. So you sent me over this email. You don't mind if I share it with people, just with a few ideas. So you obviously do, you've got an amazing experience, standalone experience, which is wonderful. You've also got this range of suggestions. So it's an electric boat. If we didn't mention that. So you've got obviously the boat hire with a large picnic platter. You've got a sort of a combined event where you've got supping and you've got kayaking and a picnic, which is great. You've got another which would appeal, maybe to like a partner program or like a pre and post conference group, or entertaining international visitors, things like that. You've got, so you've got a bunch of stuff, boating and supping and wine tasting. So what you've got is a really great range of ideas. And I think all of those would be worth tackling, and they're going to appeal to different elements of the corporate market. Okay. So for all of you, the corporate market lends itself really well. What I'd encourage all of you guys to do is take a look over here at this local market segment, local market recovery training. And these first couple of lessons, there's one point in this lesson. No, it's not. It's here actually. Sorry. In this lesson here, who am I going to serve? Where I talk a lot about. Whoops, bear with me. Video not available. That's interesting. Okay, better find out why it's not available. That's a job for the VA. But anyway, so I better take a look at that. So you're going to find out a lot about the corporate market and the needs of the corporate market in, within your immediate area. So the obvious ones are company Christmas parties. Other ones that are massive are team building days, which kind of, merges with reward and recognition experiences. High performers rewards, it could be your top 6 salespeople in the company get like a quarterly reward. It might be partner programs. It might be pre and post conference tours or experiences. They're kind of like and client entertainment or client engagement experiences. So what you do would lend itself beautifully for a client entertainment event. It would lend itself beautifully for a small interdepartmental Christmas party, a reward and recognition program. So they're the things. And when you are, so for example, you might be promoting or pitching what you do to a corporate client. They might say, look, it's not a good fit because we're a team of 25. And you're like, yeah, I understand it, but a lot of my clients use me in this way. They use it as a really great quarterly reward and recognition experience where the top 5 or the top 6 company performers, based on the way that you judge them, are rewarded on a quarterly basis with an afternoon, and this is what it looks like. Okay. So, and they go, oh, wow, I hadn't thought of that or considered that. So sometimes people don't know what they want until you tell them until you tell them how it can apply to them specifically. All right. So, so what I would be doing is, have you seen my corporate menu or my corporate brochure?
Yeah, I have started looking at that as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of information. I think my problem is, and where I'm stopping at it, is that Perth is not built up. It is, the whole river system is beautifully, it's like as it was in, before the settlement.
Yep.
But it's nowhere people can stop, which is what everyone wants to do. If you want to see anything from where I'm operating, you have to do a 3-hour tour, which I'm going, okay, would corporate do a 3-hour?
Okay. So all of those experiences that you just mentioned to me,
Yep.
like the supping and the wine tasting, how long is the distance from, from
So,
point of
so from where I'm
departure?
starting kind of thing, it's down to the city, to CBD, and back is a 3-hour tour. So that's the only thing I'm selling, 3 hours or 6 hours.
Okay.
A 1-hour tour would probably, you would get halfway down to Matagara Bridge, which is the new iconic tourism destination sort of thing. Even that, going back just down there and back up again, is another 2 hours.
Okay.
Going up to Mandoon or the Swan Valley, which is also within here, that is at 6 hours.
Okay. So for you to do like a wine tasting experience plus picnic plus is a combined, what's the total duration of the day?
That will be a full 8+ hours.
Okay. And what would be a 3-hour experience? A nice relaxing picnic on the river.
Yep. So then they can see the whole, either go all the way down to CBD and back up again.
Yep.
Or they can go up to, nature park sort of thing. And off the grid. Yep.
And what about a 6-hour?
6 hours all the way up to the Swan Valley.
Okay.
And
would that be involving like supping and kayaking and things like that?
That is just going up to the Swan Valley and back again on the boat is 6 hours.
Okay. So you've got like a range of 3, 6, and 8-hour experiences. Totally fine. So my understanding, my experience in the corporate market, so these are all round trips, Colin's asking. So 6 hour, 3 hour, 6 hour, and 8-hour round trip. Okay. Yep. Great. A team event, they'll probably want something shorter and sharper, like 3 hours. I promise you can sell people want, the corporate market, what they want is just to relax, unwind, get out of the cubicle, great outdoors, nice food, nice drinks, and just a chance to have a laugh and a gag with their, that is a reward. Okay. Massive reward. Okay. So that is a corporate experience. Karishma, are you still on the call? If you are, you share your corporate, your draft corporate brochure into the chat.
Yeah.
The one that you're working on. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason
I wanted to share it in the group, but
be
I'm
helpful.
just finalizing like the little bit. So maybe when I have next week, I should have the final one. So I can put it there.
Even if you got the draft, just the reason I want to point, I want to show people is that what you do really well in that is that you focus on not necessarily the stuff. You focus on how it's going to help that organization, how it's going to benefit that company, right? They're going to be energized. They're going to have clarity. They're going to be motivated. They're going to be aligned. They're going to be more productive. That is what a corporate client wants. Okay.
Yeah. In their language, you have to talk about staff and corporate culture.
So you need to, so your corporate brochure, Yvonne, you would have, this is the way I'm seeing your corporate brochure, Yvonne. It's going to have maybe like 4 to 6 experiences. It's going to have the 3-hour river picnic. And that's going to be perfect for a client engagement event. It's going to be perfect for a small team reward and recognition, a small team company Christmas party. And that boat sells itself. I look at that image on your website. I'm like, I'd love to be on that boat. I would love to be kicking back on those soft, comfy cushions, having a nice sparkling cold rosé, having a beautiful catered picnic, and just having a laugh and a gag with my colleagues. That's awesome. That's what the corporate market wants. Then having a 6-hour experience and an 8-hour experience, because for a partner program, that works. An 8-hour experience works beautifully. Okay. Yep. Don't take this the wrong way, but generally you've got, it could be the opposite as well, men and women, but you've got men who are in town and they're just working 12-hour days in the office, and they just want their wives out of them to get out. They've dragged them halfway across the world, get them out and seeing stuff for 10 hours of the day. Perfect. That's so there is a market for an 8 to 10 hour corporate experience. Okay. Yep. All right. There is. Paul would know that the corporate market, there is a market for a 12-hour Great Ocean Road trip. So have a couple of different, this is an experience that is perfect for A, B, and C. This is a slightly longer experience that speaks directly to a different type of corporate event. Okay, it could be a partner program. It could be a team building day, all right, with supping and kayaking and things like that. So I would see, so what you should do, go into, and I can see your question there, David. I'll get to that in a second. Go into even if you guys haven't seen this, I'll just show it to you. Go and take a look at my corporate menu. Sample experiences for local businesses. All right. If anyone else has created a corporate brochure who's on this call, let us know. Love to see it and share it. Karishma, if you could share yours in the group, that would be useful as a reference as well. But you should be creating.
Yeah, I'm just sharing.
Okay, great. And Yvonne, that might take you. You've outsourced design work in the past. Create the copy. Create a corporate brochure with like 3 to 6 experiences based off what you've talked about, and then you could have a separate page which is like inspiration. Great ideas, inspiration for your next event, which might not make the cut for your fleshed out corporate experiences, but it might be like food for thought, like a menu of other stuff that you could implement for a tailored experience. Okay. Because ultimately you'll give them a corporate menu, but a lot of it will be tailored. Okay. But so that's your first step. I reckon you should have a corporate brochure done, and you could get the copy done within the week. You could get the design done, get it done for $100 on Upwork, and you could have that done within a couple of weeks, and then we could get straight into the marketing and promotion, because that is going to be the thing where you're going to get your quickest wins, your quickest reward. There's budget there. Globally, the corporate market is massive. What we're seeing, this is a generalization. The world has changed. Hybrid work is a thing that's a reality. Keeping people working remotely is a reality. And we are going to have a situation where organizations have figured out that their people are like 35% more productive working from home than they are in the office. They're not distracted with talking, banter around the water cooler, travel time, bullshit meetings for the sake of meetings, all that stuff. People are just more productive working from home. Okay, that's a fact. Company expenses, the bottom line looks a lot better having people work from home as well. So hybrid work or remote work is here, I believe, here to stay, which then throws up a different set of challenges. And that is, of course, how to keep people motivated, organized, aligned, living and breathing company culture, all those sort of things. So there's going to be a budget allocated. You can even tell them, like, well, you've got budget. The budget has been made by the savings you're making by keeping people working remotely. This is what you need to do to continue to foster that company culture and keep people productive and motivated, incentivized. Okay, it's an easy sell. Easiest sell there is right now. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so that's that. So that's the first step. Then maybe we won't talk about step 2, but that's first step. Having a brochure that speaks, and it's very different to the way you present your offer to leisure customers who want to know about the stuff. We're going to see this, we're going to do that, we're going to drink this, we're going to have that. The corporate market wants to know how it's going to benefit their company. What's their return on their investment? Pardon?
Do I price it a lot higher, or because then I'm conscious about price, and because I know they can go and see what is actually worth, and there's a lot of corporate people that do come on board now. They just do the cheapest one for their.
Well, there's corporate and there's corporate, so you're going to find. Put it this way: I had in the extreme, Coca-Cola South Pacific. Every January before the Australian Open, they would send me over their black Amex and say, "Can you just run that card for $100,000?" And we've got our top 20 performers coming into town for the Australian Open. They're going to be with us 4 days. Just give them an amazing time, okay? And I said, that's fine. Our margin's $20,000. So yes, if we reach that 80K limit, I'll just let you know. They go, yeah, it's fine. Just charge it. So that's the extreme. There is a lot of money in corporate Australia, especially over, you've got a different economy over there in the West as well. A lot of people making a lot of money over there.
They do, but they're also stingy and they don't want to visit their own little.
That's an assumption. That's just an assumption. Okay.
Yeah,
and it's a generalization, and it's not true. I promise you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. If you can show them where the value is, they will invest in you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Kelly says easiest money you've ever made is from big corporations. 100%. Yep.
Okay.
All you need to do is show them how their company is going to benefit from investing in you. Okay. Yep. Couple of questions here in the chat. Sorry, David, you had a question here. Do you want to jump on? If you're still out there, where are you, mate? There you are. Question from the new guy. I've been encouraged to sell half day or full day, extended multi-day special tours. Does it confuse guests too much to describe in terms of hours? Is this a detail left to a proposed itinerary after dialogue with the client? Good question. I'll just close the loop with you, Yvonne. So that's your first step. Create the corporate offer.
Yep.
Then we'll come back and we'll tackle step 2. But you know what? Let's give yourself a goal. What about a draft or a corporate brochure in some form? Just hack mine, hack Karishma's, which I like a lot of her copy. Like, she's getting to the core of why it's a valuable investment. Okay.
Yep.
And then let's come back and see what you've done. And let's just move this forward, because you're missing some big opportunities right now. Okay.
And we're coming into winter as well. So I don't know how they're going to do it now, but yeah, it'll be good to have it ready for next season.
Well, it will. The thing about the corporate market, you can give them lead time as well. You can take those deposits of 50% now for travel in September. Okay.
Yep.
Or in October. That's totally fine. All right. And there's ways that you can do like special offers as well. End of financial year events. This is what you can use this for your upcoming event in September, whatever it is. We can plan it out. We can get to that. Get the offer right, and I'll have a look at it, and then we'll move it forward. Okay.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you.
No worries.